Port Charles is about to implode, and Tuesday's episode of General Hospital brings with it the kind of heat only the summer sweeps can promise. From life-altering confessions to dark truths finally uncoiling, the June 24th, 2025 episode doesn't just nudge the storylines forward, it shoves them over a cliff. Let's dive into the detailed preview of what Tuesday has in store. Drew Cain wakes up on Tuesday morning unaware that this day will define his future. Following the public fallout of Tracy Quartermain's bombshell press conference, where she exposed questionable Yelku mergers, Drew's reputation has been circling the drain. Tuesday, the fallout officially hits legal territory. As Drew enters the Metro Court for a breakfast meeting with Alexis Davis, expecting legal advice, he's intercepted by a stern-faced Robert Scorpio. The SEC's not just sniffing around Drew. They're coming for blood. Robert reveals that new evidence has surfaced tying Drew to an offshore account used to funnel funds through a shell company based in Dubai, an account Sam has mysteriously known about for years. Alexis tries to calm Drew, but even she seems shaken. The news worsens when Valentine arrives, casually sipping espresso, and drops another truth. You might want to brace yourself. Scout and Danny's custody is about to get messy. That single line becomes the match to Drew's personal bonfire. Meanwhile, over at GH, Sam McCall stands her ground. In a quiet conversation with Diane Miller, she confirms what no one expected. She is filing for full custody of both Danny and Scout. Her reason? Drew has lied too many times. My children need stability, not secrets. Sam's voice cracks, but she doesn't back down. Diane warns her that this will get ugly, especially since the media is spinning Drew's downfall with a vengeance. But Sam reveals her ace. She has documentation linking Drew to a silent investor in the Aurora merger fiasco, a person she suspects may have also bribed the judge in another case involving Michael Corinthos. This revelation sets the stage for a fiery showdown later in the week, but the embers begin smoldering now. Back at the Quartermain estate, Michael paces the patio while Willow remains eerily calm. Tuesday is the day everything spills between them. Michael, holding the court transcript from a recent judicial ethics hearing, demands the truth. You knew the judge who granted Wiley's emergency custody to us was bribed, didn't you? And you stayed quiet. Willow doesn't deny it. She reveals that she learned the truth a month ago but didn't want to destabilize their already fragile family. Michael is furious, not just at Willow, but at himself. I've been fighting everyone, even Sonny, to do what's right for our family. And you sat on a time bomb. Tears fall. Accusations fly. But in a shocking turn, Willow doesn't beg for forgiveness. Instead, she confesses she's been in contact with Nina again, privately. Michael storms off. Willow's eyes fill with tears. She whispers to herself, "Maybe I am the villain in your story now." At the Metro Court, Carly Corinthos makes a surprise move. While sipping coffee with Olivia, she sees Nina enter and wastes no time. She corners her with a quiet but menacing tone. "You want redemption? I've got a way, but it's going to cost you." Nina is cautious but curious. Carly reveals she knows about a sealed document involving Nellie Benson's trust, a document that could tie back to Nina's legal rights over Wiley. Carly proposes a deal. "You give me access to that document, and I'll help you with Willow. You'll never get a second chance like this." Nina is stunned. She realizes Carly's not bluffing. But Carly's next words pierce even deeper. "Because if you don't, I'll make sure Wiley remembers you as the woman who destroyed everything." Over at the PCPD, Anna Devane receives an envelope from a private DNA lab. At first glance, she believes it's part of a standard background check she ordered on Brennan's international contacts. But when she opens the results, her hands begin to tremble. The DNA reveals a 99.9% match to her. But the subject isn't a relative, it's Emma Scorpio Drake. The results make no sense. But the test includes a gene marker known to be present in Anna's past pregnancies, one previously believed to be terminated due to medical complications in Buenos Aires. Anna gasps. Could someone have faked the abortion report all those years ago? Is Emma truly her biological daughter? And if so, who orchestrated the lie? In a fog-drenched alley behind Rice Plaza, a familiar figure steps into the shadows. Charlotte Cassadine, thought to be undergoing treatment in Zurich, arrives in Port Charles in secret. She makes a cryptic phone call to someone saved in her phone as only G. I'm back. And it's time they learn the truth. Especially Valentine. Viewers will immediately start to suspect her return is tied to the DNA secret Anna just uncovered. But Charlotte has her own agenda, and this time, she's not just a pawn. Tragedy strikes at GH. Violet Finn collapses in the hospital courtyard while playing with Rocco. Elizabeth races to her daughter's side, while Finn screams for help. Portia and Terry spring into action as Violet is rushed into emergency care. Preliminary labs show an autoimmune complication Finn hadn't seen coming. But Terry suspects something darker. This isn't genetic. Someone may have exposed her to something. Finn is wrecked. Liz remains calm, but her eyes betray her panic. Could this be another Cassadine attack? Or is someone using Finn's daughter as leverage against him? Or Elizabeth? Tuesday takes a sharp left turn when Christina spots a man watching her from across Charlie's pub. He approaches under the guise of a new supplier, but his questions turn increasingly invasive. He knows too much about Sunny, about Christina's past, and about Molly's death. Before Christina can call Dex or Sunny, the man leans in and whispers, "Your sister didn't die by accident. She was a message." The message is clear. Someone is targeting Sunny's family again. In what becomes one of the most shocking moments of the day, young Scout Kane storms into the courtroom where Sam and Drew are meeting in private mediation with Diane and Alexis. Tears streaming down her face, she screams, "You don't get to fight over me like I'm a toy." She turns to Drew and delivers the gut punch line. "You said you'd never lie to me, Dad. But you lied about everything." Her outburst silences the room. Even Diane appears shaken. Scout demands to speak to the judge herself. Alexis whispers that that's not how it works. Scout's response? "Then I'll go on TV. I'll tell the whole world who you really are." This moment, raw and emotionally devastating, sets up a heartbreaking custody trial. In the final moments of Tuesday's episode, Sasha meets Willow at the GH chapel. The two women haven't had a heart-to-heart in weeks, but Sasha has come bearing a letter, a legal document. She tells Willow, "I want you to co-parent with me. Daisy needs more than just one mother." Willow is stunned, but Sasha clarifies, "I'm not asking you to replace me. I'm asking you to stand beside me, because I can't raise her in this mess alone." Willow's hand trembles as she takes the paper. She doesn't say yes, but she doesn't say no either. The music swells. The screen fades to black. Tuesday, June 24's General Hospital is the kind of episode fans will remember long after it airs. From custody battles to DNA shockers, character returns, and emotional implosions, it's one of the most layered and explosive episodes of 2025.
Tune in.
Bring tissues. Brace for betrayal. Because in Port Charles, even the truth has a price.